brown horse in the field, alone and wild, who sings your song? You are wild and hear wildness in the wind, but it is me calling, my whisper to come home. In prayer I had a sense that the Lord said to me, the mind of the brain is like a wild horse. It needs a rider. On my end, I think my brain, so long alone, thinks it is the rider, and may find me foreign when I approach. Perhaps I have never been my mind all along, nor my brain, but then this means a wild horse has run my life and told me it is me. The thing with the brain is that it has a lucidity of its own, and conflates this lucidity of its own as the full scope of lucidity and the border of the being. But there are other minds in me, my soul and spirit. The mind of the brain must be a servant. The only way to handle this horse, this marvelous horse, which can travel into other worlds and dimensions, is to practice meditation where we hold things in our mind very still and quiet. My mind, needing a rider but not discovering its need, has come up with a false rider. It uses language thinking in terms of words, talking things in sentences, talking to things in my head, as a steering structure, a rider with words, and words as the rider. The wild horse or riderless brain cannot erase things. It keeps things, keeps memories, to form a rider, but then can it enter the dimensions of newness? When we turn back into our past, a thing from there runs to us. It is the ancient law of Lot's wife, from the Bible, who had looked back and turned into a pillar of salt, and this law when it finds us will declare in favor of our past and in support of hard stone. The mind also, in its disconnected state in the vast fields of thought, uses another structure to overcome the nothingness of riderlessness. It answers things in its head, nearby thoughts that need to be viewed, to be solved, to endless madness. We must overcome this hurdle or border to reach into the vastness of spirituality and life and conscious thought and power. But this horse will fight us. For one, it is the one deciding right now as you hear this to believe it or not, to dismiss it, and it does it without your consent. On another note, I think this morning of something I sensed the Lord had told me, which is, when you fight for your life you add value to it.